On Sunday, Marjorie Taylor Greene got on Twitter to let everybody know that she is not on drugs. That is a perfectly normal thing for somebody to just randomly do on social media, apparently, is just get out there and be like, hey folks, I'm not on drugs. I mean, good. We certainly don't want our lawmakers to be, all hopped up on goofballs while they're trying to legislate. But the reason Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think, had to explain to people that she's not on drugs is because prior to saying she wasn't on drugs, she said that her TV was spying on her. Kind of like Kellyanne Conway when she said that, people can spy on you through your microwave. Marjorie Taylor Greene now said on Twitter that her TV was spying on her. Let me read the tweet. I'm going to read you the whole thing. You can tell me if any of it makes any sense. Last night in my DC residence, the television turned on by itself, and the screen showed someone's laptop trying to connect to the TV. Just for the record, I'm very happy. I'm also very healthy and eat well and exercise a lot. I don't smoke and never have. I don't take any medications. I am not vaccinated, so I'm not concerned about blood clots, heart conditions, strokes, or anything else. Because those two statements totally go hand in hand. Oh my God, they're spying on me. By the way, I just did a bunch of push-ups, right? So, look at me. I can't even make sense of this, but let's dissect it. So here we go. It is entirely possible, especially given a smart TV and the way TVs today are obviously connected to the internet, it is entirely possible for a hacker to get into your television. That part is not completely unbelievable. Now, the part that would be considered unbelievable is the TV turning on by itself. Because even if a hacker were able to get into your TV, they would have to do it once the TV is on, and they would not be able to hack into it to turn it on, as most televisions, in fact, I'm pretty sure all televisions at this point, still rely on the RF signal coming from a remote control. So, if you do not have that remote control, or a universal remote that you've programmed to the TV and you're hiding outside the window, you're not going to be able to turn the device on. So right off the bat, her story is not believable. Now, there is a chance, I will give, this possible caveat here. If she has the TV connected to any kind of smart home device where she can turn it on via voice activation, an Alexa or a Google Home type thing, somebody could hack into that and potentially turn on her TV. Sure. But given how paranoid she is, the likelihood that she's using a smart home assistant seems very unlikely, which of course means that it's unlikely somebody was able to turn on her TV to get into it in the first place. So there's that. The second part of it, it's so weird. I'm very happy. Okay. Nobody accused you of not being happy. It sounds like you think it was Big Brother looking in and you're like, I'm so happy, I love Big Brother, this is great, wonderful, everything is good. Freedom is slavery. But that's a weird thing to add. Because then she went on in another tweet and just said, I just love my country and the people and know how much they've been screwed over by the corrupt people in our government, and I'm not willing to be quiet about it or willing to go along with it. Are you sure you're not taking any medications, Marge? Are you sure you didn't accidentally mix your morning pills with your evening pills and things got a little crazy? Maybe you took a little too much NyQuil. Maybe you mixed your NyQuil and your DayQuil. I don't know what's going on, but those don't sound like the things that a normal, coherent, logically thinking individual would say. Obviously, I'm not there. I don't have access to your medicine cabinet. But it seems like when somebody is on drugs, the first thing they tell you is, I'm not on drugs. Just in case anybody has never had to deal with a loved one who has gone through addiction problems, that is something that my family is working on with a family member right now. They will always tell you, even when they're visibly impaired, I'm not on drugs, you can test me right now. And we do, and they are. So Marge, maybe in the future, if you want to talk about people hacking into your TV, maybe don't also include in that same statement, I'm totally not on drugs, because nobody had gone there yet. You put that thought in people's heads for some unknown reason, which just makes this whole situation that much more weird. Thanks for watching, everyone, and well, here comes the awkward part at the end of the video where I ask you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. Also, you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description.